Okay, let's do this. Alright, this is the start of my 24-hour Extra Life stream. My name is Eric. You may know me as Quiatu, you may know me as Q, you may know me as Old Man Q, depending upon which areas you've seen me at. I hope you don't know me as much else. Some of you may know me as who the hell's that ginger and why is he playing this game? Anyway, we are here. Well, I'm here. Friends may actually show up later, but not for a while. I'm here to basically play this game for 24 hours for charity. We're starting right now. Now, for those of you that don't know this, this is the second in the series of these games. First one was, I think, came out 2001 or 2002, something like that. This one came out way back in 2006 and just got remastered with an extra chapter, no less. So, yeah. So, for those of you who are fans of the series, yep, I'm one of those. I played all the games that were available. Didn't actually read much of the manga or anything because reading's for nerds. No. But anyway, I've done this for probably 2 or 3 times so far, and I've always had fun with them, and it's for charity, so what the hell. So, I've already gone through and did one broadcast purely just to go through the interim reports that are available, and those mostly just give you a Cliff's Notes version of what happened in the first series. So if you're kind of confused as far as what's happening, or if you want a general idea about what happened before, it's not necessary, but if you want to, look at the previous broadcast. That has about an hour of video footage. That'll give you a very good idea about what happened. So just so everybody knows here, once I get started, I'm not going to be reading everything. There's a lot of content in here, a lot of flavor content, a lot of stuff that's in the form of news forums and game forums, and I'll be looking through all the stuff that could potentially give me area keywords or area bookmarks or, images that I could use as desktop backgrounds, and I'll be watching all the movies, but I'm not going to be reading all the threads that are throughout the game that are there purely just to give you a better idea of the whole general setting, because there's a lot of stuff in there and it's very good, but I wouldn't even be able to get through the first chapter today after 24 hours if I did all of that, so we're going to skim past most of those. And if you're really interested in this game from the type of game, from the amount of gameplay that I've shown you, I would suggest going out and just getting it. It's only $50, and you can peruse all of that as much as you like. It's just really hard to go through all of that just watching everything. With the amount of, as weird as it sounds, limited time that I have doing this, even though 24 hours is not a limited amount of time. I get that. But it's also kind of boring. I'm sorry. People want to watch me play, they don't want to watch me read. So, at least for the 3 of you that want to watch me play. Good morning, everybody. So, let's get started, because my voice is not that nice. This is going to start with an almost hour-long cutscene that has a tutorial that's attached to it. It's kind of funny. It's a tutorial followed by a 45-minute cutscene, followed by another tutorial. It doesn't start the best way in the world, but it gets better. Don't worry. And for those of you watching this, I actually changed the headset. I'm using my Razer headset now. This should be much higher quality now. I'm also tethered to the PS4 though. But let me know if the audio quality is good for me and the game. I can always change it anytime. Also, in the previous streams, I actually was doing it every 2 hours and then stopping. This time I'm just going to go the full 24, but it does mean that you're going to see an empty chair every now and then while I'm doing shit, so... But we'll deal with that.
Whoa, this is cool.
Enter our spiky protagonist.
Hey! Hey, you! You, the adept rogue! Yeah, you! I'm talking to you! So, I take it this is your first time playing this game.
Yeah, I just finished installing it to my PC.
Well, if you wish, we will be honored to show you around.
Huh?
I am sure you would like to become well acquainted as soon as possible.
Just say yes and come along with us. I promise you won't regret it.
All right, it is decided then.
These guys aren't
Here,
skeevy at all.
I'll hand you my member address.
Member addresses are short email addresses that you can only use in the world. Short mail allows you to instantly send and receive messages from any player online in the world.
You can only invite people that you have member addresses for to join into your party.
All right, so let's open the menu.
If anybody's wondering why it doesn't look more like World of Warcraft or anything, just remember this is 2006. I don't even think World of Warcraft was around back then. If it was just in its infancy and wasn't really all that popular. And then also take into account this was made in Japan. World of Warcraft isn't that popular there.
This is a list of all the people who have a member address.
Okay, let's have some fun.
I am honored to lend you my sword.
Okay, great. Now your party is complete. Remember, you can only invite people logged into the world.
Enough with the formalities. Should we go on to your first adventure?
Make a save first. While providing the hour that I spent checking it out before.
This is a transporter called the Chaos Gate. Players can use this to travel from the root town to other locations. Choose Warp menu. In the world, all locations except for root towns, fields, and dungeons are called areas.
You can warp to these areas by combining 3 words at the Chaos Gate.
These words determine the type of area, monster strength, and so on. All right, let's try out the word selection. Choose area word from the menu. This is where you input the words. The thing at the top is the word plate. You combine the 3 words in here to create the area you want to go. The gyro at the left of the screen shows your current stock of words. You can get more words by getting information from other players, emails, and forums.
Boy, this starts so slow if you've already gone through this before. It gets better, a lot better, trust me.
Okay, why don't you give it a try? Let's start with the first word.
That's kind of JRPGs in general, though.
Choose courageous from your stock.
Choose from the only word. What if I want to choose courageous instead of courageous?
Okay, now you can go to your first area. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. See the mark left of the area word? That's a server symbol. It indicates the server you're currently in. Right now, it's showing triangle for Delta. So, as you can see, we are all in the Delta server.
If it's a different server, you'll go to another area even with the same area word. Pay attention to the server symbol when invited to an area by a friend.
If you want to know more, just check out some of the forums. All right, then we're off to Delta Courageous Engaging Daydream. So, we've all been transported to a field.
Open your map to take a look at the layout.
This is the area map. Use this screen to check current position, mission info, and any other information you may need. This is our mission. Missions are basically, well, I guess they're sort of like our objective for the area. It looks like this is a collection mission.
We must collect 3 symbol fragments and make our way to the Beast Temple.
The symbol fragments are in treasure chests found on the altars. The altars are protected by monsters, so the only options are to open the treasure without being seen, or defeat the monsters first, then open the treasure.
These are the altar icons. I suggest we first head to each of these icons and open the treasure chests.
Now, this is the icon for the Beast Temple, which is our final destination.
Okay, now that we've confirmed what our mission is, let's be on our way.
Wait up, Asta. You forgot one more thing. Okay, this time let's really get going.
That basically just told you that you could use the warp gate to basically go back anytime that you wanted to. Or that you would lose anything if you ended up going back without finishing it. If you haven't already figured out, they're acting really hokey for a reason.
Nice! We found an altar already.
My sword fears nothing!
Once a battle begins, the battle area spreads out like this. The battle area is surrounded by the battle fence, so it's virtually impossible for anyone to escape.
The only way to escape from a battle is with an item called a smoke screen.
Asta and I don't have one right now, so we'll have to fight it out. Hey, you're not too bad.
Not so difficult, huh?
Yeah, keep it up.
That's it. Just continue fighting like that. We never lose.
There's about 3 or 4 different kind of areas that you can get into. The fragments is one of them. Getting rid of all the enemies is another one. And I think there's at least 1 or 2 others. And then, of course, there's the story ones, which can be a lot of stuff.
All right, we found another altar. I'll teach you about using skills to attack.
This'll be quick.
The regular and combo attacks are just simply normal attacks. Skills enable you to do much more damage to your enemies. Okay, what you see here is the skill trigger menu. Do you see the 4 panels? You can press the button that corresponds to each panel to execute the different arts.
Now try it out by using the arts. Gale Blade.
Gale Blade!
All right, perfect.
The skill trigger is not just a shortcut.
It can also be used to stop enemy attacks, or it can be used to interrupt one of your own.
Aren't you forgetting something important, EO10? There is an even more important use for the skill trigger.
Of course I haven't forgotten. You're talking about Rengeki, right?
Gale Blade!
Guaranteed critical hit, basically.
There you go.
Very well. Shall we let him play as he wishes?
That's a good idea. All right, Haseo, it's all...
Yeah.
Gale Blade! That was nothing.
Rengekis are really good because they give you extra XP for every time that you use them. They're also one of the few ways that you can increase your job skill, which I don't know if I can even look at it yet, but let's see. Yeah. So, basically, whatever job or class that you are, you have a weapon that you basically could go up in level on. And I think in the first game it goes up to level 10. And one of the easiest and quickest ways that you get there is just by constantly using the Rengekis. There's also another type of that you can use in the arena, which is that'll pop up about halfway through. No.
Slow!
It was hard to see that one.
Well, that's that. Yeah! Awesome job! All right, let's finish off by heading for the Beast Temple.
Okay, now use the map to check your position, just like we taught you.
There's usually a lot more to do in these areas, but since it's a tutorial, you just have the bare bones shit. No need to look around.
This is a statue of Folset, the god of law. We just call it the Beast statue. But I think in the game's story, it's supposed to be an important god or something. You see that treasure box? That's the offering to the Beast statue. There's a rare item inside of that you can only get in this area.
Go ahead and open it, Haseo.
You sure?
Go ahead. You're still a noob. You need all the help you can get.
When you're actually able to look into the game's the online manual that it has and the forums that it has, there's actually a gigantic explanation of the history of the world in general, and it talks about all of these gods and what happened and what man did to destroy them, and it's pretty interesting. It's basically kind of a combination of Japanese killing all the gods along with a lot of biblical shit. Okay, grab a sandwich. We're gonna be watching this. We'll be watching this for the next 30 minutes, maybe 40.
What the?
The items in the treasure chest are your rewards.
Yes, and our reward is you.
I love taking out these pathetic noobs. It's really quite fun. Face it, an idiot like you isn't qualified to play this game.
Hey, hold on. I thought you said I could kill this one. Don't you remember? After all, this is my reward!
You're gonna hear noob a lot in this game. Because it's still 2001 in this game.
Nice try, dear.
Oh no. Blarg, I are dead.
How pathetic.
Well, what do you expect from a noob who's just logged in for the first time?
Ugh, come on, say something already.
Hello?
I swear, just pretend to be their friend. They fall all over themselves to let you PK them.
Enter
Hey,
online
you're still
daddy
around,
figure.
aren't you, kid? Huh? What the?
If you hear a lot of familiar voices in this game, yeah you are. There's a lot of familiar voices in this game. I mean, the first two that you hear are Yuri Lowenthal and Steve Blum, and it just kind of goes from there. Ovan here is Jamison Price, aka Sojiro from Persona 5, so...
Welcome to the world.
Olvan's probably cooler than Coffee Dad, but he's not as nice as Coffee Dad. Which is saying something. I love Bordeaux. She's the chick that you see in this.
Please help me!
Asayo's now level 133 and much spikier.
What an idiot. Ha!
Bordeaux is done by Mary McGlynn, aka Major Kusanagi. I've talked to her. She really loved playing this character because it's about one of the few times I've been allowed to be a real mean bitch. She really liked it.
It's Asayo! The PKK!
What?
You could tell when they made this little animated thing that they had just started to learn how to use bloom effects. Because they really love their bloom effects and...
I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be that strong. I guess this means that the rumor about you killing 100 PKers wasn't a lie after all. Hey, come on, don't look at me like that. Here, let me apologize. So just take it easy, calm down, and die!
Do you know Tri-Edge?
What did you say?
He's a legendary PK shrouded in blue fire. They say players that get killed by him never come back to the game.
Huh? Oh, come on now. Don't tell me you actually believe that crap. Those old forum fairy tales. So, you think you can go up against me, the great Bordeaux, and just walk away like nothing happened?
Decapitation! Not really, but it makes you think that they did it.
I think I can.
If it was that mature of a game, then 13 to 16-year-olds wouldn't be playing it. Well, not as many, at least.
So it's you, the character that stinks of death. The terror of death. You're the PKK, Haseo. Players who kill other players are disgraceful. And I agree it's terrible how PKs can just strut around the world so easily these days. But is it right that you PKKs have chosen to use brute force to stop them?
I don't have time for this. Not now.
You have no authority, and it earns you nothing. So why? I am the leader of Moon Tree's Unit 2. My friends call me Sakaki, and I'm afraid I cannot overlook your actions.
Did you say Moon Tree? What's that? The name of a guild? Sorry, Sakaki, but I've already got enough friends. Thanks.
Crispin Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you always interrupt people like that? You know, Sakaki wasn't finished talking to you yet.
Shino.
Atali, do you know this person?
No?
Atali.
It's not unusual to meet players with similar characters in an online game like this. Just a case of mistaken identity.
Hey, you. Why don't you just... Huh? A text message.
If you want to know more about Shino, you're going to have to watch
Delta Hidden Forbidden Waterfall.
the anime before
Waiting
this
at
game.
Arcade
Dot Hack
Town.
Roots.
But who sent it? Ovan!
Roots fills in that 8-month gap.
Just hold on a moment. Why don't you stop acting like a complete fool? Remember what you PKKs are trying to do. If you succeed, you'll be no different from the PKs themselves.
Some of those 8 months is explained later on in the games, but the anime actually explains it a lot better if you're really enthused about knowing more about the background of what's going on.
Ovan!
It's been a long time, Haseo. Or maybe I should call you the Terror of Death. You've gotten quite strong, a lot stronger than you were back then.
Well, I was forced to become stronger, thanks to you. You, where have you been?
Haseo, always the reliable one. I knew I could count on you.
They really should have turned down the bloom effects.
When the Twilight Brigade broke up, why didn't you come then? What have you been doing the last 6 months?
I was busy. It was such a small seed. I needed to find out what was growing inside. And there was only one way to find out. That's why I decided to raise it.
You raised it? What are you talking about, Ovan?
I'm speaking figuratively.
When you suddenly disappeared, we all just... Why did you disappear like that? After that, Shino...
Haseo, do you want to know about Tri-Edge?
Wait, you know Tri-Edge?
6 months now, and Shino hasn't come back to the world since Tri-Edge killed her. Meanwhile, the real-life Shino is lying in a coma, and no one seems to know the reason why. Tri-Edge, he is not a normal PK.
So you knew about Shino?
Yes, but that's all that I know. But if you were able to find Tri-Edge, you might learn something about Shino's coma. You may also learn more about what really happened that day. And if you were somehow able to defeat Tri-Edge,
then maybe Shino would come out of the coma.
If my information is correct, he will be back today, at the scene of the crime.
The scene of the crime? You mean...
Delta Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. The place where Shino was killed.
The Hulgran's Cathedral.
They start this off with it being a very similar plot to the first
finally.
series.
I'll get my chance. I swear I'll bring Shino back. I'll do it, Ovan.
Yes. You and I. We're the only ones who could possibly bring her back.
We're the only ones. Ovan?
I'll meet you at the Holy Ground. There are some things I must do.
There's a lot of stereotypes in this, but
You
basically
will be back today. At the scene of the crime.
they do that so you can tell right away.
Is coming here.
So you can tell who's basically young and who's old. You can tell Ovan's much older, and you can tell Haseo's like some derpy edgelord 16-year-old.
They say there used to be a statue of a girl here.
A girl?
That's right. She was called Aura.
I wonder, why'd she disappear?
Who knows? Maybe she just lost her interest. Lost hope for this world.
What's that sound?
If you're not aware of why this guy's look is important,
Tri-Edge?
this character basically has the look of the first of the protagonist of the first series.
You bastard! What the hell are you? This guy killed Shino. It's not over yet!
Yeah, it's kind of over. Kick.
Huh? What the? I was fighting Tri-Edge, but then...
I suppose playing a game and having a power outage and basically having your screen black out if you were doing VR would probably be a little unnerving. I'd guess what that was probably like.
Damn it, I can't remember. Huh? I don't remember doing that. Reformatted? What's going on? What about my emails? Huh? What the hell? I would never delete these. They're all gone? Even the emails I got from Shino.
What a convenient clean slate for the first game.
Everything's been reformatted. What the hell is going on? An email? Fine, let's take a look. Ovan?
Okay. There are two paths before you. One of these will lead to safety and shame. It's a path where you give up the world and never log in again. The other path leads to peril and pride. It is a path where you continue the world and resume your search for the truth. Let me be blunt. The latter path is tortuous and will threaten both your mind and body. Once you have chosen it, there will be no turning back. If you still choose to walk this path, then there will come a time when you and I will meet once again in the world. When the time comes, I will once again say this to you. Welcome to the world. It's kind of odd for him to say, and Haseo says as much, because he's already gone down one of those very painful, torturous paths. Him doing it again wouldn't be all that surprising.
Trial and truth. Whether or not I should quit the world? You should know better, Ovan. I'm gonna go back to the world. And then, I'm gonna get Shino back, no matter what!
Alright. I'm going to check out a few things in the forums and the news. This is mainly going to be so that I can get everything that it's already unlocked. Going through the threads on the game itself is good only to basically get keywords and area bookmarks and that sort of thing. You can go through this whole thing if you like. It's actually done very, very well. I just don't have time to do it with what we're actually doing here. See, there's one right there. Now I've got that bookmark. It's the main reason why you do this. But the flavor content is also extremely well done. Epitaph of the Twilight. That gets talked about a lot when you get towards the latter half of the first game. And yes, it mentions the stuff about the Twilight Brigade, and yeah, the Twilight Brigade is... It was basically Ovan's guild. And then he mysteriously vanished. And the guild was effectively disbanded. Crimson Versus is a card game that it hints to you about, and tells you a lot about how it's played, but it's not something that you actually get to play, I think, until late in the second game, or maybe even all the way to the third game before you can finally play it. I wish you could scroll a little faster for these. This is mostly just to get all of the flashy new things off of the screen, so I know what's actually been updated and what hasn't. Space station. Internet junkies. It's all the stuff that you see in the news. Ah, and there's our favorite internet lurker, Butt Rice. Basically, that's if you play this for long enough, you'll figure out that not only do you see that name a whole lot, but then later on in the games, people say that they just constantly refer to him as Butt Rice because they had absolutely no idea what that Latin symbol on the left is supposed to be set as. And I'm okay with that. Butt rice is fine. I approve of butt rice. Not only will you see a lot of these usernames in all of the forums to an extent, but a lot of these usernames you'll actually see in the world as people that you can find and trade with and what have you. If you really want to read all of this, I'm kind of going through this so that you can kind of pause, read, pause, read. Tan is another guild that you'll hear about in Dot Hack Roots, the Prelude anime that you can watch. Also, the Forest of Pain. That also is a big thing that's going on in Dot Hack Roots. The Forest of Pain is basically the Tower of Death. You know, the thing that you see in all the MMOs, where it's basically a place to power grind. This one becomes important because it's talking about Tri-Edge. And I believe at one point you actually use that rumor thread to get a bookmark to try and look for him. Okay. And then finally up Kalu, which is an image form. No porn, sadly. But everything that you can get here, like this, is stuff that you can enlarge, download, and then use it as a wallpaper. So I just like to download all these. I like how that guy's name is basically salt. Sodium chloride. Actually forgot to do that once. Yeah, when you're going through the threads here, when you get here, you can actually go and see one post at a time, or you hit triangle and you get them all. That one. This one I love. Oh, that's such a creepy picture. And yes, we're gonna meet that dude a little bit later on here. Go. Oop. And that's that. Alright. That's the community forum. I'm going to be going through pretty much the movies that are in the news capture site here. Although before I do that, I'm afraid that the energy drink is starting to kick in. So, give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. And we'll go through... Actually, you know what? I'm going to go through because since I watched all these are all real fun. But while I'm doing that, I'll actually go through the Online Jack one so you can hear that. So, 1 second here.
This is Salvador Ihara's Online Jack. We investigate the hottest controversies in today's news. The in-your-face, hard-hitting show. Welcome to Online Jack. Okay, get ready, all you netizens out there. Today's Jack target is Doll Syndrome. Have you heard of it? It's the mystery illness that's spreading like wildfire among grade schoolers. It causes verbal and mental defects that leave victims non-responsive. That's right, this disease turns children into lifeless dolls, oh no! But we'll fight back. To combat this earth-shattering crisis, we at Online Jack started an investigation. I, Salvador Ihara, will save the world! It's called Doll Syndrome, a truly mysterious illness. Some scientists tell us the cause is endocrine-disrupting chemicals, but what I want to showcase here is this book. Internet games are turning our kids into dolls. A warning about doll syndrome. Taiichiro Sugai, a professor from Takayama University, wrote the book and lives here. According to his book, doll syndrome's root cause is none other than online games. Online games. Famous games such as The World, perhaps. I love them too, but he says that online games and their more than 12 million participants all living out their virtual dreams are the cause. You'll remember that several years ago, the World game was found to be responsible for players being put into a coma. Could it be that it's also causing the dreaded doll syndrome? Are these online games nothing but a blight upon our society? If the professor feels that way, then let's see what he has to say. Let us begin the interview.
What do you want? You know how late it is?
Hey there, I'm the host of Online Jack, Salvador Aihara. I have a few questions about your book, Online Games Are Turning Our Kids into Dolls, a warning about doll syndrome. Can you believe this guy? Open up, Professor Sugai. We want to talk to you.
You've just come to make fun of my book, haven't you? Get away from here!
If you don't explain yourself on camera, sir, you'll make yourself look even more suspicious.
I don't have to explain myself. All I did was publish the results of my own independent research.
How you say independent research, but isn't it true that your sources themselves are questionable?
Not as questionable as you!
Well then, prove to us that your sources are credible. If you do, we won't bother you anymore, Professor.
Give me a break. Who would believe you? And another thing, I'm an associate professor.
Okay. Well, we were turned down by Associate Professor Sugai, but to follow our own independent research, we went undercover into the very elementary school that Sugai was investigating. This is the elementary school where Associate Professor Sugai was conducting his study on doll syndrome. Is a killer disease stalking the children of this ordinary elementary school? Let's take a look. Hey there, boys and girls. There's no need to fear. Salvador Aihara is here.
Who are you? We're in the middle of class.
Oh, what is this vision of loveliness that graces our presence? Hello, senorita. You and I can save the world together. Viva Salvador!
Get out of here, you creep!
Here we are in the teacher's lounge. I haven't been to one of these since the days when I used to peep under girls' skirts.
If you want to film in here, you need to get permission first.
But the whole purpose of the show is it's undercover.
You entertainment people have no decency.
You're so beautiful when you're angry.
Stop that. What are you investigating?
Doll syndrome. Miss Michiru Tajima, teacher of 4th grade class 1.
That's the longest one of the vignettes. All of the other ones that pop up for your Online Jack are like 1.5 to 2 minutes long. Okay.
With the participation of Japan and many other countries, the International Space Station, slated for completion in 2017, is nearly done. As large as a soccer stadium, this fully manned facility will be used for various types of research in a deep space environment.
I'm just going to be doing the little movie vignettes. You can read these at your own time here. It would take a long time to get through them all.
The Online Administration Act received a majority vote of the ruling party, meaning the adoption of the citizen numbering system seems to be inevitable. As a result, the process of converting to an electronic government has overcome its final hurdle.
And if you're curious, yeah, this game is effectively taking place in an alternate reality 2017. In case you were wondering what people were playing these games on, this.
Display your world. For business or for entertainment, the new M2D Micro Monocle display now on sale. Once you're freed from your mobile, the net opens up in front of your eyes.
I believe that this game, what came out before the Concords started to actually crash and burn and were retired because, well, because they were a flight risk. Otherwise, they wouldn't have this at all.
The supersonic passenger jet, ASST, which can attain speeds of over Mach 3, has been officially commissioned. As a result, the amount of time it takes to fly from Tokyo to New York has been shortened from 14 hours to just 4 hours.
In the old days, when people thought of an online junkie, they envisioned someone locked in their room, glued to their computer 24 hours a day. But today, due to radical improvements in mobile devices, network games can be enjoyed outside and have given rise to a whole new breed of online junkies.
I don't know about that part. Playing that outside is a good way to get all your shit stolen. It's kind of what that looks like to me. just, oh, that was a good game. Hey, where's all my stuff? Lots of stuff about the game. Ubiquitous families. Which is a really odd term.
After having suffered a huge fire in 2015, CyberConnect Japan's new home office has now been completed. Subsequent investigations determined that a spark from electrical equipment led to the blaze 2 years earlier, resulting in multiple deaths and injuries.
And yes, CC Car is the designer of the world, and yes, is a riff on CC2's name, obviously. More people injured or dying over at CC Car, because apparently that's a common thing now, for whatever reason.
It was discovered that the 3 armed youths who were responsible for the recent school riot were devoted online gamers. Following this discovery, public criticism of online games increased sharply.
You know what I love about this one here? Nobody died. School riot. But no one died, despite them showing off all that. No deaths. At least they don't talk about it. Find that kind of weird. Global warming. Japanese and baseball. Which actually has kind of gone down, I guess. Now it's mostly Latin Americans. GPS system. Implanting an RFID in your kids. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, yes, it has more uses, but yeah. You know what has an RFID? That they can check it all times? My dog. I don't know if I want that on my kids. I'm sorry. Hang on. Kind of tugged on that a bit too much. this would never get any kind of time, and this is the one thing that I thought was kind of silly. Don't talk about griefers. There's not going to be any news reports on griefers. You kidding me? Okay. That's all that. All the movies are here. There's only one, which is just what we saw at the very beginning. All the ones that we saw are going to be shown off later. This is where you can change the background music and your desktop wallpaper. There's not a lot of music that you have. Matter of fact, you get 0 right now. You get more of them by completing the Book of 1,000 stuff for guilds, basically. They reward you with a lot more music and a lot more, and some desktop backgrounds, if I remember. But mostly your desktop backgrounds are going to come from the Upkalu place. Just because it's creepy. You're welcome. Alright. Back in. For our second tutorial. Yeah, sorry. Oh, actually there's the two things here. The site's actually pretty nice. It gives you a very good idea about everything that's... It's basically a giant online manual for what to expect. It includes everything from the history, what happened. Again, very interesting, very good, very good information. Especially so that you somewhat understand what they're talking about when it comes to this, because when they're talking about the gods and some of the things that they'll discuss from a story purpose, it won't make sense. But again, this is very lengthy. Most things that you need to know will be explained in-game, but this will give you a much more padded version of it, so that you know what to expect. Some of these actually give you a decent idea for tactics, especially when it comes to the threats, like the demons and everything on here. It actually gives you a little bit of an idea about how to take them down easier. Gives you an idea of all the jobs or classes that are in there. And yes, the Adept Rogue, which is what Haseo is, it seems kind of broken, because it basically allows you to use multiple weapons. The way it works, basically, it doesn't tell you that much on it here, but you have basically 3 points to spend on choosing different classes. And the jobs can be anywhere from 1 to 2 points a piece for them. So you can have a maximum of 3 different jobs, which means you have 3 different weapons that you can use. The more powerful ones are the ones that are 2. The magic users, I believe, the clerics, the warlocks, the dancers, those are all ones that I believe are more expensive, so that it basically allows you to have 1 martial job and 1 magic job, because otherwise people would be way too broken. But if you choose one of these up here, I think the Steam Gunner is a 2.1 as well, because it's ranged as well. But yeah, Haseo basically chose 3 of them here, chose the Edge Punisher, the Twin Blade, and then the Flick Reaper, because they were all 1 point. It takes a lot longer to level them up, and if I'm remembering correctly, you can't hit max level. So you basically can max out to a certain point, but you're never going to be as good on these jobs as people that's their only job. So it allows you to have more options, but it also doesn't allow you to maximize your output. So it's for diversity, and like I've said in other ones, it's probably meant more for people who want to solo the game, because then it allows you to do stuff like being able to be DPS and a healer at the same time. But not good enough to where you would be better than the other people who do nothing but DPS or healing. And then the forum, this is also another very good spot where you can find area keywords or area bookmarks. They also give you ideas on what guilds you could potentially join later on when you actually have that option. I do realize this is taking a while, but I'm going through this as quick as I can. There will never be this much of an update again in the game, if I remember correctly, so once I go through this, we won't have to worry about spending, 15 minutes going through the whole thing? Not as many movies, not as many threads. These explain Chim Chims and Lucky Animals. Those will be explained in the game anyway. This one talks about a doppelganger, they're very fun. They're even more fun if you're not expecting them. They are the dungeon area's version of the Grim Reaper, like in the Persona games, where you can't just sit around and idle in a dungeon forever. If you do, a doppelganger will come, and they are specifically designed to be way higher in level than you. Unless, of course, you've maxed your level, in which case it doesn't matter. See? There we go, I got a whole bunch of them here. There we go. That's why you search these areas. You just want to get all these area keywords and bookmarks. Most of this is just a lot of stuff that they've already told you in the tutorials. People using threads who haven't actually watched the guide or gone through the tutorial of the game, I assume. Alright. Finally, back to the story.
What's going on? Why is my equipment different? What the? I'm back at level 1? What about my items? My member list? My equipment?
Gone.
all gone.
If you play the other
My
games,
whole
you already
character
know
has
what
been completely reformatted.
you already know what Tri-Edge actually
Hey,
performed
did you
on
see
him.
that guy just now?
With the really weird arm?
Totally.
Arm? Ovan? He would know something about this.
Time to chase the unchaseable.
Hey, do you know what that guy's job was? I don't think I've seen a design like that.
I didn't look that closely.
I saw him head towards the harbor. Maybe I'll go get a closer look.
This shop will become a lot more important later. If you think it's slow to get around, there are warp points. They're just not allowing you to use them yet. You also get a bike at one point, which allows you to go around the area dungeons and the root towns a lot faster too.
Oh my god, that player looked really hot!
Really? I thought he looked kinda creepy. So, you like guys that look like that?
Where'd he go?
I think he went down that alley.
This is basically giving you the grand tour of the root town.
Damn. It's those player killers.
It's not much of a challenge when they're so pathetically weak.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Fighting those noobs is making us all rusty.
That rogue that we fought the last time? He really wasn't that bad.
You mean we're going after him next?
Hell yeah. There is no way in hell I can back down after what happened last time.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, what the hell am I hiding for? Why do I have to hide from bastards like them? It's pathetic.
Like how Bordeaux's outfit is basically
You're
one
kidding.
greave and a bunch of bikini armor. That's it.
What the hell's going on?
Ah! Gaspard, are you okay?
Huh? What happened?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
And the Teddy Brigade shows up.
Hey, are you a new player?
You're a noob? Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I guess I must have scared you, huh?
Hell no, I'm not a noob. I'm the terror of death.
Terror of what?
What? Wait, are you talking about the famous PKK Haseo?
Oh, you're a player killer killer! I knew I'd heard about him somewhere before. But I'm pretty sure the player's name was Haseo.
Are you sure?
Definitely. Yep.
Hey, look. It's me. I'm the real PKK Haseo.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to gain more levels before you can say anything like that.
What? Hey!
If you're a noob, we'll be happy to teach you the basics of this game.
Actually, Syllabus and I are part of the Noob Support Guild called Canard.
Noob Support Guild?
It's a guild that teaches noobs all they need to know to become top players.
We're actually pretty famous, you know.
Oh yeah, I need to give you our member addresses first. Here.
I call it the Teddy Guild because basically these two guys are Dave Wittenberg and Sam Riegel, who are the two guys that both played Teddy in Persona 4. So it's Teddy and Teddy.
Member addresses are an address system made just for communicating
it's just
with your
my
friends
luck
in
to
the
get
world.
mixed up with
When
a bunch of
inviting someone into your
weirdos.
party, check their status.
I even lost sight of Ovan. Anyway, right now, I've got to level back up to become the terror of death. Well, I guess I'll just hang out with them for a little while longer.
Look, it doesn't mean that they'll join just because you invite them to. Were you listening to me?
Yeah, I was listening.
You were? Really?
Yes, really. Anyway, come on. You're gonna teach me the basics, right? So hurry up and let's move on to the next lesson.
Okay, then let's go to an area.
Now, invite us into your party and we'll go find the Chaos Gate.
Yeah, they still use a few too many of the old internet adages around here. I remember playing the first series, and I'm pretty sure there was at least one or two characters you could run into that talked in nothing but leet speak. I think there may still be at least one person you run into in this that still types in leet speak. So, yeah, it's the coinage is dated, but yeah, the plot's still fine. Warp points. One thing that they actually did right, they give you a lot of different ways of getting around. Once you're actually free to do what you want, most things that you do actually are really fast. Faster than they were before. It was a little bit of a... It was a big old trudge to have to go through and upgrade your job weapon skills and get yourself up to max level, but it's a lot better now. They made things so that it was a lot easier and a lot faster to go through with it. They increased XP and speed and all sorts of shit.
This is the Chaos Gate. If you input 3 different types of words into...
I know that.
Okay, well then, a good area for a noob is...
Delta Peaceful Leading Freedom. That should be a good place to start.
I'm gonna save again, though. Hour in and still at level 1. I think that's great. You play this game for an hour and a half, and you go from being level 1 to level 133, and then back to level 1. Just because the game is kind of a dick.
Attention! Bringing 1 noob to the dungeon! Repeat, bringing 1 noob to the dungeon!
I told you that I'm not a noob.
I know. You're really the terror of death, right?
I can understand you wanting to roleplay something like that, but I'm not really sure if you should do Terror of Death. you know? Player killers are going to come after you, and it'll definitely be rough for you.
Hey, just shut up and listen.
Edgy McEdgerson.
So you're saying you're really the PKK Haseo, the Terror of Death. And when you logged in, your level went down from 133 to 1?
No way! I've never heard of a bug quite like that. Wow!
I'm not lying.
Okay, but still.
Gaspard, that's what he's role-playing.
Oh, now I get it. That's some really complicated character background.
It's not role-playing.
Don't be embarrassed. We'll accept your character concept.
Just relax and come with us.
Will you please listen to me already?
Okay.
The enemy has been spotted.
Okay, maybe we should start by telling you about the skill trigger.
I already know about that.
But how could you know? You're just a noob.
No, I'm not.
Why don't we give it a shot?
Okay, come on, Haseo. Let's go fight the monsters.
Don't forget to use the skill trigger, okay?
First strike! Shadow Flash!
Yeah.
Gale Blade!
I guess we won. Yes! Way to go, Haseo!
Yeah, looks like you can use the skill trigger just fine.
I just can't believe that you're a noob.
I told you, I'm not a...
Okay.
Let's move on.
Will you two just listen to me?
Nope. Kick the baby! Alright.
Victory is ours! Gale Blade! Shadow Flash!
Wow, we did it!
Yeah, sadly, these first monsters are hard to actually get Rengekis on. Kind of have to get to gotta get to a higher dungeon in order to start doing that.
Let's get him!
I don't even bother with most of these.
Shadow Flash! Gale Blade! Well, that's that, I guess.
I actually died there. Oh.
There's another enemy!
Well, now that you know how to use the skill trigger, let's learn about Rengeki.
I already know about...
Okay, then let's go and fight them!
I'll tell you the timing to execute it, so make sure you use it.
Listen to me, damn it!
Don't worry, we're listening all right.
Yeah, right.
There we go.
Well, that's that, I guess.
We're here to help noobs. What level are you guys?
Hey,
4?
your Rengeki was pretty good.
Oh, duh.
Wow! Way to go, Haseo! Nice! I was so bad when I was a noob. Good job!
I told you. I'm not a...
Yeah, no one would think you're a noob with your skills.
Hey, come on! Let's keep going!
Are you even hearing anything I'm saying to you?
Eh. May as well check out everything.
First strike! Gale blade! Well, that's that, I guess. Slow! Gale blade!
I guess we won!
Go. Oh, well, that's just... That's how you know it's a tutorial level. The dead end has nothing there. Fine.
Do you know about Awakening?
No, I don't.
See? I knew that you were a noob.
Hey!
Now, Haseo. We'll tell you all about them. so don't scowl, okay?
Yeah. So, what is this awakening thing you were talking about?
That just lets you know he solos most of the time.
It's a special attack that you can do together with your party members. Do you want to give it a shot? It's a lot easier to understand it if you're in battle.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it. I'm gonna do my best.
Hey, I haven't agreed.
All right then, let's go encounter some enemies.
First strike!
Awakening is a state when a special kind of power has been activated. You can use it when the morale gauge on the top right of the screen is full.
Here it comes!
Okay!
I'll do what I can!
Ha!
All right!
I love using this technique.
You just got one step closer to becoming the terror of death.
The enemies get stronger as we go deeper. So let's kick some butt and get you leveled up.
Let's keep it up!
Open the doors with chimp spheres, which I've been collecting a lot. There we go. Let's see what's down here.
I think even I can win!
Let's keep it up!
Slow!
Gale Shadow Flash! Let's keep it up!
Here's the item room. Alright. Trap boxes just jiggle like that. That's all you need to know. Can I give him that? Nope. That's the exact same thing he has.
is ours! Gale Blade! Shadow Flash!
I guess we won!
Slow! Gale Blade!
Root Crew! Wow! We did it!
Hey, do you guys know anything about Tri-Edge?
Tri-Edge? No, what's that? Some kind of event monster or something?
It's the screen name of a PK.
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
I'm not missing anything terribly important by not going everywhere.
This is a statue of Folset, the god of law in the world's backstory, but we just call it the Beast statue.
And there is the treasure offering. See? Go on and open it, Haseo.
I like how it's just basically a riff on what happened to him in the beginning 8 months ago, and now he's going through the same thing all over again, almost with the exact same lines. I suppose it would infuriate me too. I guess that's the point. Oh, and it's...
Hey, little Haseo. Been a while, huh?
And it's even something I can't use.
They're from Kestrel!
Huh? What? Hey, who are these guys?
Famous player killers.
What the... Not now.
Well, well. Looks like you haven't been keeping up since the last time we met. It took me a little while to recognize that you were really the terror of death.
What? He's real?
You're really the terror of death?
How amazing. I mean, what a coincidence running into you here. I tell you, it has to be destiny.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, right, moron. Give me a break. Someone sent me an anonymous email. So I decided to come and have some fun. Now, what should we play? Well, for starters, how about I love you to death?
I don't really know what's going on. But please, no violence.
Gaspard!
He got in my way.
And Gaspard's like 13,
hell.
so that's
What
kind
is
of why
this?
he's like what he is.
Just what the hell is going on here? What's happening?
Syllabus is like 19.
Haseo! Run!
Are you scared? Man, I just love that expression, you know what I mean? God, there is nothing like PK.
Wait a minute. What the... Something is starting to... It's growing.
Haseo's
Hold
becoming
it.
a man. Right on her ass.
You guys look like you're having fun.
Who the hell are you? You want to be killed too?
Are you sure you want to do that? The guild that you PKers hate the most might be heading this way as we speak.
Moontree? I can't believe it. You tipped them off, you bitch!
Maybe I did.
Hey! What are we gonna do?
Fighting them now is only gonna bring more problems. You! I won't forget this.
This really is a Japanese MMO.
What a silly girl. Don't you realize that I just saved you?
Apparently, the more powerful you are as a chick, the less you're wearing.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for saving us.
You're Haseo.
I don't recall telling anyone like you my name.
You're an unruly child, just like I heard you were.
What are you, a groupie?
Nice try, but I'm not interested in brats.
Well, I'm glad. Because I don't have any interest in old hags.
What? Old hag?
Only an old person like you would use such an outdated phrase like unruly child.
Damn brat. I'll have you know
Give it
that
the times, Grandma.
I'll come back another time.
As you wish.
Let me just give you one warning. Haseo, your character hides something. There is a dangerous power inside you.
Dangerous power?
Have you ever had the feeling like there was something strange growing inside your character? As if it is trying to get out. Well, anyway. I'll see you again.
I love her tie.
Phew! Oh, man. That was pretty scary.
The tie is just to keep the cleavage minimal. You can tell. Yeah, we'll just cover this up with a really neat piece of cloth right
I
down
didn't
here.
really get all of that, but basically, your character has some really messed up data, right?
What? Really? Well then you should go and tell CC Corporation all about it, and have them recreate your character for you.
It's not normal to go from level 133 to level 1 so suddenly.
Yeah, I know. You're right. It's definitely not normal, but... I guess you could say my enemy's not normal either.
Enemy?
If that dangerous power, or whatever she was talking about, can help,
Welcome to my stream, everybody. Sorry you came.
Then I've got no
right during
choice
the
but to keep
cutscene,
using
but
this character.
We'll get to it back here shortly.
That sounds pretty serious to me. Oh well. Anyway, good luck.
You know what? Come to think of it, didn't that lady say that she had already called the Moontree Guild?
That was just a bluff.
She lied?
No, not a lie exactly. That old hag just never said she had actually called them.
A bluff, huh? She's quite the strategist.
Also, why do you fear the Moontree Guild?
What's wrong?
What are we doing wasting our time? I mean, what if those player killers come back here?
Yeah, good point. Let's hurry back to town.
There we go. Ooh. Babby's first trophy. Yay.
Hey. Why don't you have Moontree protect you?
Yeah, that's right. You've got those really strong-looking PKers after you.
Moontree is a guild that supports the abolishment of PKs.
And part of their mandate includes helping PK victims out.
Moontree, huh? Oh, them. You want me to beg those hard-headed dorks to protect me? Forget about it. I'd rather be PK'd than be protected by all those lecturing loudmouths. Seriously, who makes a charity group in a game?
Awkward.
Haseo.
What's wrong?
How long have you been standing there? What? You got a problem?
Look, Haseo, you don't understand anything about Moontree, okay? We're just trying to make the world a more enjoyable place. We just want to reach an understanding with everyone. I mean, doesn't everyone feel like being nice to someone sometimes? We want to protect those feelings. We want to be able to protect those feelings. But everyone likes to make fun of us, saying we're just some charity group or some cult. We just want to improve, together with everyone else. We are not here to lecture anyone. Do you get it? Do you understand? Do you, Haseo?
You...
Please, take this.
We don't want to lecture anybody. Lectures him for a minute straight, and then gives him his her member address. Yay.
Huh?
I'm going to do everything within my power to explain Moontree to you. I want you to better understand who we really are.
Wait, don't I get a say in this? Hey.
Yes?
So, how did you even recognize me anyway? I mean, I don't look anything like I used to before.
Well, I guess it's because you're still you.
Huh?
It's true that I didn't recognize you at first, but soon after that, I realized it was you. Oh.
Also, the
Sakaki's calling me, so I
player
have to get
title
going now.
above
But
your
I'll tell you
character
a
is
lot
still
more
the
about
same.
Moontree next time.
Come on, Haseo.
Was she a member of Moontree? That's great! If you're friends with a Moontree member, the PKers are bound to leave you alone.
Man. Even though she's got the same face and everything, she's definitely not Shino.
What's wrong?
Shino was as edgy as
nothing.
Haseo was. That's why he dug her.
Well, that was all really interesting. Okay, we're gonna head for another area. How about you, Haseo?
No,
Okay, got it. Well, if you need anything, just call us.
We'll help you out.
See ya.
Yeah, later.
By the way, thanks for watching, Runalyn.
I'm so beat. What was that about? And what about that woman? And the dangerous power she talked about? I'll log out and check my email or something.
You're gonna hear that a lot. No, I'm serious. You're gonna hear that a lot. Guess I better go check my email or something. But yeah. Shino basically looks exactly like Adelie, except Shino was also all in black, like Haseo. Well, that's good that Sir Lionheart's hosting me. I knew that he wasn't going to be doing a whole lot today, so I'd been planning this for weeks, so every little bit helps. Alright. So let's check our email or something. I think they even make it at that point to where everybody that you could actually hang around with is busy, so you really couldn't do anything, even if you wanted to. you could go by yourself and die, or you could check your email. Why don't you try taking on a quest with us? May already know this quests are like part-time jobs for players, and I love how he still has to talk to him like this. Quest shop, Warp Point, Central District of Makanu. Okay. Crown quest. Good. And yes, you have to read that email, otherwise I don't think you can actually have them join you. This was the 4th time I've been targeted by PKers, and I've become exceedingly efficient at it. This is the first time where you can actually start responding to the emails. These, if you respond correctly, basically increase the arbitrary affection system that they have in this. It means absolutely nothing until towards the end of the 3rd game. But it's usually a good thing to just level them up anyway. There's kind of a romance option, but it's about as light as it could possibly be while still being there. So, don't worry about it that much. We gonna level up. People like killing cute things. Why do you think everybody kicks chims? Gaspard is just a giant chim. And it's usually the response that's good is just that is about that easy. You know, it's either, hey, do you know anything about triads, or leave me the fuck alone. You know, no, that makes it kind of easy. Yeah, that was exactly what I was about to say too. Thanks for all of the prevalent useful information, Pi. Okay. So the heart is their affection level, and basically you'll get dots floating and circling around it as they get more affection or friendlier with you. Like, he's got 3, Gaspard's got 4 because he just likes everyone. That's how you figure it out. And I think it could even go down depending upon what happens. So, and there's stuff that you can do, like you can end up giving them, there are going to be cards and such that you can send their way, and you can ask them questions, and it helps everything out. Alright. There's a few small updates. More desktop backgrounds. Image for the image god. That is exactly how goofy he looks. That is on point. Alright. That's just the new wallpaper I got. Alright. Much shorter update. Let's actually play. I can't remember if this is new or not. I think it was there back in 2006. But not every RPG ever did this. It's always nice to have a place where you could just see what the hell you were doing next. Now really, at this point, you can go wherever the hell you'd want to. To continue the story, you'd have to go specifically to the quest that they were asking. But, really, we could go to any of these places. Like, that would be perfect. Level 5 while I'm level 4. Probably a little low. You probably want something roughly 3 levels above you, maybe or so, 3 or 4. To level up real fast. Like this one you get specifically to pick up shells. I check something. I got all the equipment I'm getting is just for syllabus. Nope, they don't help many. Ooh. Battle arena.
Slow!
John Rock!
Gale Blade! Gale Blade!
John Rock!
Gale Blade!
Oop, didn't quite get
Well,
it.
that's that, I guess.
There we go. Level 10. Ohm shells. Yeah, that's what this is for.
I'm getting nervous.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Wow, he was... How was he PKing anyone? He must have been like level 2.
This'll be quick. Gale Blade!
Sun Rom! Shadow Flash! Sun Rom! Wow! We did it!
What?
This'll be quick.
Shadow Flash! Sun
Gale Blade!
That was nothing.
Victory is ours! Gale Blade! Gale Blade!
Wow! We did it!
Yeah, they are. I should really change that. Hitting the L3 button gets you to the item menu.
Not good. Shadow Flash! Gale Blade!
Shadow Flash! I guess we won! Let's get him!
Yeah, screw it.
This is it!
Okay, I'll do what I can!
Ha! Shadow Flash! Gale Blade! We did it!
Oh, we missed one. Hang on.
First strike! Gale Blade! Gale Blade! Shadow Flash!
That was nothing.
Okay.
I think even I can win! Gale Blade!
Well, that's that, I guess.
There's the Mecha Chim. Or Mecha Grunty, sorry.
What is this, a robot?
Course unknown. Fuel insufficient. Function shut down. Emergency landing. Passing life form detected. Begin fuel request. Beep. Please inject Chim spheres. Chim spheres. 120%. Resupply complete.
I love that little ditty that they do there. Mecha, Mecha. You have to do that a lot. I don't know how many times. It has to be like 100 times or something that you have to find him. And do it over and over again. One of the many, many collectible quests that they have in this game. Getting 100% in this is real hard. Not gonna lie.
Slow! Gale Blade! Let's keep it up!
We got all this equipment and we can't put it on because it's level 10.
You kicked me. Give you money.
I like money. Would you like to make more money? Sure, we all would. Alright, one more.
I think even I can win! Let's keep it up!
go. Good enough. Yep. Put that on a healer. Okay, now we'll do the quest. Jim Crown. Secret Chim Chim work. Dirty old man doing secret Chim Chim work. Well, as long as the money's good.
Hmm?
Regicide for fun and profit. That's what this basically is. Be the Kingslayer. Do your best.
It's pretty difficult to kick the king.
King Chim Chim? Isn't that the huge one?
If you're going after the king, you better not miss. As the saying goes. Yeah, these guys have nothing to trade. Nope. Ooh, there we go. Level 30. I'm not equipping those anytime soon. Alright, no screwing around. Since we did that one, this is going to be real easy. Oh, it's my favorite kind of dungeon. The dojo dungeon is a lot more interesting looking than the cave.
I guess we should start looking for places where King Chim Chim could be hiding.
King Chim Chim attacks by jumping on you, so watch out.
I wonder where he is.
He's usually in trees, honestly. Kind of an odd way to introduce him, but that's fine. Oh. Oh, we're not doing one at a time. Nuh-uh.
First strike! Gale Blade! Gale Blade!
Well, that's that, I guess.
Yeah, we're getting no XP for this, but that's fine. That's what I get for over-leveling myself. More.
Let's get him! Gale Blade! Gale Blade!
Missed it. Shit.
I guess we won!
Dead end. I like how you can yell at them. Hey, dumbasses, get over here.
What's that?
It's a Nue. Haseo, it's a Nue. We've got to kick it.
You kick everything in this game.
Huh?
Haseo, King Chim Chim will show up if you kick the Nue.
What? So, we just need to kick it.
Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
No problem. Leave it to me. Come on, King!
About time. Let's get it over with.
King.
Hand that over.
Come get some.
I knew you could do it.
Phew! I thought we were gonna turn into pancakes.
Delicious pancakes.
We need to go to the quest shop.
I wanted to keep playing, man. Oh well. I am the Kingslayer. Hand me my money, bitch. Every single one of these dudes basically has a collection quest that you can do for him, and it will slowly give you better and better stuff as you get up to whatever 100% of whatever they were looking for. This one is about chims. Just kicking and getting info on chims. I guess I'll check my email or something. Where they... Oh, they're still there. I forgot, they'll just go do their own thing. Yeah. Actually, may as well do that now. Hmm. Seven and 8. Yeah, they just about all go by levels of 10, except for the accessories. Not quite there yet. This is the guy we want to talk to, though. No one should know about my chim research. This is apparently very controversial for whatever reason. You realize at this point this is basically just some AI that's trying to farm chims for money. There we are. They're not great when it comes to stuff that you get as rewards, but it's just kind of there. I forgot, can I actually get into the Canard guild? Nope. That'll change very shortly. Let me guess. Check your email, bitch. Fine. Campaign time. Yes, the Chim Kicker campaign. Right, that's what I just got into. Good, good. Now Adelie wants to go do stuff that has nothing to do with grinding or leveling or anything like that. She wants to sit around and basically talk to you at length for hours on end. Now, anybody who has not played the previous games has absolutely no idea what these things are that you start getting. These are basically little snippets of emails that you're getting for whatever reason that are from people that were in the first series of games. I have no idea how they just accidentally starts emailing to you instead. And it's been long enough, I can't remember off the top of my head which one Hakuto was. But Black Rose is obvious. Black Rose is the chick that was with Kite during the entire time. And these just give you a brief idea about what's going on there. And it's nothing but just a small little Easter egg. And I think they just added them in there because there was absolutely no way that you would ever have, like, game saves from the previous series. So they just threw them in here, even though it doesn't really make much sense. Because content is content. A little bit of epilogue content. Which honestly is just telling everybody that, like most normal people, if you ever ended up going into an MMO and for some bizarre reason your friends started to go into comas and you had to literally risk your life to save them and figure out what's going on, hey, guess what? You'd never go back. And that's what they're all talking about. They're all like, yeah, I moved on, I'm doing other things, I'm going to college, yada yada yada. I'm never touching MMOs again. And honestly, the ones that are a part of it are either ones that are basically a part of the administrative process, who aren't really playing it, or they have very, very specific reasons for doing so, like Haseo, which will be explained later in the games. So now we go and spend some quality time with Adelie. Just like everybody would want. Right? Yeah. And yeah, Adelie is a major thing for the first game. So, if you don't like her, too bad. She's gonna be in this a lot.
Haseo! Thank you so much for coming today.
Yeah.
So, would you please invite me to your party? The two of us will be heading to Delta Submissive Tragedy's Thousand Oaks.
I love some of the names of the areas. Like, by the time you get to the end, I mean, in the beginning, you know, when you got these bookmarks, you know, your first ones are like Peaceful Leading Freedom, Chasing Cupid's Phantom, and by the time you get to the end, they're like Omega Bloody Chainsaw Massacre and shit like that. They just get more and more edgy as you get into higher levels. Level 3. Oh, that's right, I gotta invite her. Sorry, I forgot to invite you. I totally forgot you were coming, Adelie. I was just gonna have some alone time.
Hope I didn't bother you.
If you think you're bothering me, don't send me an email in the first place.
This is one of my very favorite areas. The moon tonight looks even prettier than usual.
Prettier than usual? Yeah, right, come on. I mean, this is just an online game.
Now then, let's go find the beast statue.
That's not how it works. I wonder if I stand here for 5 minutes, will a doppelganger come and kill me? Yeah. Not worth that much.
This'll be quick!
I guess this is a good way to... No, actually, it's not even a good way to level up Adley. Shark. Shark.
Kids these days can't believe how they can be so fast. Oh well, here, choose from one of these.
Leviathan. No, you're not a Leviathan. You're like 2.5 feet long. Alright.
It's my turn.
Gale Blade!
Well, that's that, I guess.
Will I find the Mecha Grunty here? That's the question.
It's my turn. Have you learned your lesson?
Okay, that's one. There's the Mecha Grunty.
It's that again.
Course unknown. Fuel insufficient. Function shut down. Emergency landing. Passing life form detected. Begin fuel request. Beep. Gym sphere, please. Oink. Gym spheres. 120%. Resupply complete.
Mecha Grunty. Ugh. Okay, moving on.
Okay, the origin of the name Moontree comes from...
Not interested.
Now. It won't hurt you just to listen, will it? Moontree is run by a council of officers known as the Seven Council. You remember who Sakaki is, right? He is one of the officers.
Man, I don't have time for this.
Hey, Haseo, wait! Please wait!
This is so interesting. I'm just gonna listen.
Be careful, everyone!
Gale Blade!
Well, that's that, I guess.
It's my turn!
Well, that's that, I guess.
almost long enough.
Gale Blade!
Let's do our best!
Gale Blade!
That was nothing.
Uh-huh. Even the chests are easy here. It's like Adelie picked the easiest, worst area ever to have a talk. She wouldn't do that, right?
I'm sorry.
Gale Blade!
Have you learned your lesson? Let's do our best!
I might be able to get a level out of this.
Gale Blade!
Have you learned your lesson?
Yeah, okay. This wasn't a complete waste of time then.
This'll be quick.
Gale Blade!
Have you learned your lesson?
Get over here. They hide the strangest things in the back of these temples sometimes. I always do this. Always. If you think it's annoying, sorry.
We've got
Kick
what we
that
came here
chest.
for. We're going back to the town. Hey,
Haseo?
what? I've already heard enough about Moon Tree Guild.
Haseo,
Do you hear something coming from over there?
Nope.
That can't be right. See? There is something there. Let's go find out what it is.
Huh? Why do I have to go too? Just go check by yourself.
Oh, come on. Won't you please come with me?
Fine, fine. If it'll shut you up, I'll go with you.
Thanks! It's this way.
This is so fucking silly, I'm gonna say.
What a strange sound. Let's go see what it is, Haseo.
It's the sound of me leading you somewhere else.
Strange sound.
Come on.
What a strange sound.
Not the best part of this game.
Listen to that. You can hear something coming from over there. Huh? What is it, Haseo?
This sign. It's Tri-Edge.
What? Tri-Edge? Is that what it's called? What? Haseo!
We're being sucked towards Tri-Edge's sign. Where?
Are we in the Lost Grounds? Wow, look at this underground lake. This
Now
might
it starts
just
getting
be a fantastic new discovery, Haseo. Haseo, someone's there. What is that? It's so pretty. That sound. It's coming from that person.
It's an
That guy.
androgynous antagonist.
What's up with him?
Well, let's go ask him. Wait, please!
It's dangerous! Stop!
What?
Oh no, it's an internet eggplant. Kill it. Kill it now.
Stay back! Take this! And now, Magus!
What are these guys? Did you get them? Whew.
All done. You two okay?
It doesn't seem like I'm very welcomed here. Well, whatever. Hey, you, over there. Are you okay?
It's JYB. You down with JYB? Yeah, you know me.
What happened to me?
What do you mean, what happened?
I think I was attacked by a strange monster. Then I heard a loud sound that startled me, and I don't remember anything after that.
What the? Did she faint in real life, too?
At any rate, I'm glad I got here in time.
Who are you?
Who, me? Oh, well, I'm an investigator for CC Corp.
One of the system administrators? A game master?
Well, something like that. I got a report about a bug in this area, and so I rushed right over.
So, that monster was actually a bug?
Right. It would probably be best to stay away from here until the data finishes repairing.
No. There's no way in hell that was a bug data. How could a player faint from something like that? Not to mention, what was that giant puppet thing that defeated the monster?
Puppet?
So, you were able to see the Avatar.
Avatar?
That's right, Mr. Haseo, the Terror of Death.
Do CC Corp investigators usually remember a player's nickname?
Hardly. I couldn't help but think it was too much of a coincidence to meet up with you here.
What?
Nothing. Just talking to myself. I bet that you would like to know a lot more about avatars. Am I right?
Not really.
You can use one too.
Huh?
The fact that you were able to see my avatar means that you and your character have the right attributes.
Haseo, your character hides something. There is a dangerous power inside you.
Come on. Come over to our headquarters and you'll see. And while you're at it, you might be able to get some info on Tri-Edge.
Who told you about that?
Like I said, that's just one more reason why you should come.
Kun is a lot more open about information than Pi is. But Kun is a lot more open about a lot of things. You'll see that later.
Looks like this is a big fiasco.
How can you just brush off something that happened to you like this?
What's wrong, Haseo? Why are you acting so scary all of a sudden?
If we hadn't been lucky, you'd have... No, it's nothing.
Oh, okay. But I caused you a lot of trouble with what happened, right?
So you realize it.
I'm sorry. Do you think that you could give me another chance?
Listen, the next time you invite me, make it somewhere where we can level up.
No. I always dig the fact that they even add the idea that since you're in a place that isn't actually in the game specifically, there's no map. You can't bring up a map. There's no information on that. But there's a warp gate. I'm so popular. Check the emails. We'll go with that. Quick rise attack. Changing the skill triggers when you get more skills. That takes a little while. Customizing is nice, but it's really not something that you have to worry about until you get close to endgame. Much like a lot of other ones. I mean, there's some abilities that are good all the way through, but it's not something that really makes or breaks the game itself. I've never been in a scenario in this game where I had to equip myself for a specific fight. They're good to know, but you don't need like multiple sets of outfits to work with whatever situation you're going to get to. As far as I'm concerned, at least. Already ignored it.
CC Corp. There's a good chance they'd know something normal players wouldn't. No matter how insignificant it might be, as long as I can get some information on Shino and Tri-Edge, I don't care. Coon's waiting for me in the mercenary district. I'd better hurry.
Okay. New contact. Alright guys, I've been going at this for about a little over 3 hours now. I'm going to take me a real small break, give me a little something to eat, give me about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm not going to shut anything off, I'm just going to hang around here. So, I'll be right back.